Healthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Poobar Show!
Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Joe C.
With the Foos.
And Tim.
Thank you all very much for listening into the Poobar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us at Poobar Show. That's FOOBarshow.com. And FOOBar Show is your handle on Facebook, Venmo, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foos?
That's right.
That's right. On tap today, man, we have a very special guest, and it's been a while since we've seen these cats on the Poobar Show. And matter of fact, I think the last time that we were hanging out with them was in last year's Poobar Fest.
That's right.
Over in Pomona.
DBA.
That's right. That's right. And that was a fun night. But Wolves Inside is on. Say what's up, everybody. Say what's up, guys.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Welcome
Good,
on.
man.
What's up, world? Thanks for having us.
Hey, reintroduce yourselves to everybody listening.
I am Wolves Inside.
I'm Wolves Inside.
I'm Wolves Inside.
His name's Alan, the singer. My name is Alan. I'm the singer of Wolves Inside. This is Damien. I'm Damien. I play guitar and producing for Wolves Inside.
Sick, man. I know that the last year that you guys were on, you were promoting your single from way back when, and now you have a new single. As a matter of fact, I think you guys teased this one a year ago when you guys came on. It might have had a different title to it. Am I wrong about that, or?
You're right. Before it was a working title, it was called like
Trash Talk. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're influenced by a lot of movies, and so Hereditary seemed pretty sick for it. So
yeah.
It's been a while, man.
It has been a while, man. Since we guys also saw you, there's been a worldwide pandemic. Have you guys heard about this? No, yeah. So how have you guys been like surviving? Are you being safe or what the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much. Just learning a lot of stuff. Recently upgraded our studio and like just being like hermit crabs and staying home.
Sure.
Just upgrading our.
We've been writing. We've been obviously learning how to, learn the curve of this whole pandemic with work and music and getting together, not being able to get together as a band, and we've been rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
I learned how to barbecue a lot, so I can stay home.
Putting on those quarantine pounds.
Yeah, those pounds, man. Can't wait to get out there and play some shows.
We gotta be ready for the apocalypse, so it's like we don't have to eat for months, dude.
That's right. You got to pack it on now.
Mm-hmm.
You survive that winter.
What's that SpongeBob episode where he's like, now you ate my only food. Now I'm gonna starve.
Oh, when the chocolate.
Yeah, dude. Over here, we've been trying to figure out how to podcast. I mean, it hasn't been until just a couple of weeks ago that we were also all on Zoom, all exclusively, like every single individual
for the longest, man.
Since March till early July.
We'll call it quarter 2 of Poobar 2020.
Pretty much, man. So, and then also one thing that it made me smile, and I promised I would never speak of this again. But the last time you guys were on, you were on the very first episode where we were doing the run of the greatest theme songs of all time.
Oh, yeah.
That was sick. Yeah.
You guys were on the very first round. Can you guys believe? Can you guys guess how long that entire run lasted?
Too long.
I'm thinking 6 months.
Yeah, you're close, man. It was like 7, almost 8 months.
Yeah, it was a journey.
It was a journey. Yeah. I know, and I know. Even then, I was laughing. I was like, this is gonna take us like 6 months to like complete. And fuck, like I didn't know how.
Cut to 6 months later.
Yeah, I was beaten down. I was beaten, man.
It was fucking cool though. It was cool seeing it on an Instagram feed and getting to vote and fucking. Like all these theme songs from way back then and stuff like that, getting to vote. So it was really cool. I liked it.
It was cool nostalgia for sure. Sometimes. What's that?
What was everybody's personal favorite out of you three there?
Well, I really wanted Halo to take the cake, but these guys like did some shady dealings.
No, man.
And they all paid each other on the side.
No, we didn't.
With personal favors.
No, it was Super Mario that won the video game league.
All right.
Yeah, so the usual suspects I figured was going to be. We're going to be like the top 4.
Yeah, I was definitely rooting for X-Men, the animated series, the entire time.
Yeah.
Best theme song all time.
I think the biggest surprise was I thought In-N-Out was going to win because it made it to the Final 4.
That's right, for ads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
thing. I've never even heard of an In-N-Out.
What?
Oh,
I haven't
jeez.
been in California that long.
I just eat them.
Oh, dude. So, hey, David,
just there
can
to buy
you
the
choke them out
burgers.
for us?
It's fucking. I
He
know,
can
right?
try. He can try.
I
Our
didn't.
hands are not big enough.
This guy's just like, I like Five Guys burgers and fries better.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
man.
I mean, they're good, but they're no In-N-Out. But anyway, yeah, dude.
First time. It was great.
Oh yeah.
So-
Shake Shack.
Oh, no, don't start. In and out.
We'll just leave it at In-N-Out.
Yeah, there you go.
So I wanted to talk more about the single. So tell us specifically when the single's going to drop everywhere.
This Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday.
July
Friday.
31st, or according to Fuse, August.
July 31st, man. July 31st. No, this Friday, yeah, it's going to be on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere where you, like, if you have a music guy, go ahead and download Wolves Inside's Hereditary, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Anywhere and everything.
Nice.
so this particular track, you guys were, and we'll listen to the track at the end of the episode, but just to kind of tease it for a little bit, did you guys rewrite it? Did you re-record it? Because I remember it sounding a little bit differently as far as production goes. I'm sure you cleaned it up since then.
Yeah. So
Say the
it
least.
was kind of a restructure. It was like basically everything from the ground. Well, majority of the instruments from the ground up.
Mhm.
I redid the drums. I upgraded my software, my production. So I had to reprogram all the drums, and majority of his vocals were the original. So we had some overdubs, but yeah, man, this quarantine kind of helped us get into gear and just fucking try to get good. So I just remastered the whole thing, if you could say that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No, it sounds
different flow.
clean.
Yeah.
It sounds really clean, man, and kudos on the production on that. I can't wait to play it towards the end of this episode.
Is this just a single from you guys, or are you releasing this on an EP, or?
Yeah, is this a part of a bigger thing?
It's. I would say that we're working just to write singles.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
it's like a kickoff. We're
Sure.
trying to do one song every two months that we have the time now to do it, and just just keep it going.
Nice.
I'll share with you what TFE is up to. What we had said was we're going to just be releasing singles until we get about like a good dozen, and then we'll just package those up into an album.
There you go.
At a certain point, also considering, every single has its own art and everything. That could be a part of like a digital booklet. So some ideas to throw. I'm sure we're not the only ones with that approach. So I just figured, if that's a route you guys want to take,
put it into singles, you can focus on them as like you can put your all on them because they're singles.
Exactly. Yeah, you want them to sound, really, really good, as opposed to an album where you're kind of spread a little bit more thin with the production time, and it's just you're almost trying to beat the clock in some way.
Yeah.
With an album. But yeah, that's just the world we live in, and now the world has gotten even crazier. So I don't know, man. It's hard to go even to the supermarket, with all these freaking Instagram videos that you see, or all these TikTok videos that you end up seeing on the internet. Have you guys come across anything crazy out there since this whole pandemic started?
I personally haven't, and I kind of made my best not to focus on it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that's right there. And when I see it, I see it. I see people wilding out and getting crazy. And, more like you said at the beginning of this interview was, Orange County. It's like it doesn't exist out there.
Dude, they're crazy, man. They're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
My town, not yours.
I swear, man, every corner you turn, there's just recall Newsom everywhere.
Oh yeah.
It's like, damn, you guys got a lot of free time over here. A lot of free time.
Yeah, man. Their opinions are aggressive out there, dude. But yeah, dude, that's well, I'm glad you guys have been safe. I'm glad you guys
Have you?
Yeah.
Likewise.
Have you guys gotten tested for Rona?
Nah. Try to stay away from that. I test this guy every day when he walks through my house. So
And I don't go in much places either.
yeah, I got I get those sticks, and then I give him to test himself. But instead of putting it in his nose, he does it anally. So he's kind of.
Hey, they're not. Does he know they're not supposed to go in the butt?
Are there instructions?
I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to go in the butt.
Like, no lubricant.
Nasal cavity only.
I know.
That's a specific.
It's why it's so cheap, Jose.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. Speaking of, since you want to get into it, we have this new segment on, and you guys, unfortunately, you're not the first to be a part of this segment, but this is probably the second time that we do it. It's the segment that we lazily like to call the Poobar Show. And it's originally, this segment was it came about because of poop stories that we've heard, and we've actually asked for some listeners to write in on some poop stories where they either made it just barely to the toilet or didn't make it at all, and there's a humorous story behind it. And Foo, you had told me before we started recording that you had a story of sorts.
Of course, yeah, man. Someone emailed the show, and now I have a Poobar story of the day.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
you want me to get into it, Foos?
Shoot.
All right.
Well, shit.
Okay. They sent this. They titled this "Poo Story of the Day," and they spelled "day" D-E-I-G-H.
What the fuck?
Okay, here we go. I recently heard about your new segment, and I thought I would share with you my very own Poobar story. The date was May 25th, 2002. I was a mere 14 years old when I decided I would watch the Boston Celtics versus the New Jersey Nets on a random Saturday. This eventually went down, even to this day, as the best fourth quarter comeback in the playoffs in NBA history. The Celtics were down 26 points going to the fourth quarter. Again, a deficit no team has ever been able to make a comeback from.
Right.
So the game was pretty much over,
Sure.
or so we thought. Naturally, this game was epic in the fourth quarter. The Celtics were amazing. They hardly missed a shot, and the crowd, of course, made the game even fun while watching on TV. I remember thinking at the time, damn, this Paul Pierce guy, small forward, this dude's legit. This was an epic game. Now we get to the relevant part of the story, where I confess my sins.
The poops.
Going into the fourth quarter, the game was so good, I hardly had time for a bathroom break, and I felt the urge to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Not wanting to miss this epic game, I decided to just, get through it, and I'll just go after the game.
Sure.
Timeout after timeout, I wanted to run to the restroom, but immediately the timeout and TV commercial break would end, and I knew I would not make it back in time.
Oh, God.
This was the best game I had ever seen in NBA playoffs, and I was watching it live. What I decided to do at that point was I have a choice here. I can I can miss the greatest NBA playoffs of all time, or do my goddamn best to not shit my pants. Well, everyone, I shit my pants. Oh! I remember I was wearing athletic shorts, so I had to cup up my shorts around my knees and run to the restroom, only to dispose of the shorts to never ever be seen ever again.
What the fuck?
At least it wasn't a shitty game.
Whoa!
Zinger food.
Oh, that poor bastard.
Yeah.
So, it couldn't have just been in the underwear, right? It clings onto other
Well, that's why he
articles
said,
of clothing.
It was in his clothing, and he cupped it under his kneecaps.
Oh, God.
And then he had to, waddle to the restroom.
What?
Jeez, I hope there wasn't a trail.
I don't think so, but he did mention that he never saw the shorts again ever after that day. So I'm pretty sure he just threw them in the trash. Well, I hope in the trash barrel.
Yeah.
You know how some people just throw shit in their trash can?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, pretty gross. Well, Foo, that was an interesting one.
I agree, Foo. Have you guys experienced any crazy stories like that, man?
Fuck, I shit myself when I was a kid. But
He's like, how much time you got?
is this gonna be a saga?
We were on the way to the border, right? For a vacation.
Okay.
With his family, right? And it's a friend. And if he watches this, I'm sorry. but on the way there, he has to take a shit, waiting in line to get back to the States from Tijuana.
Yeah.
So the whole time there, it's just his family's sleeping. He's fucking farted.
He's giving off warning shots, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, by the end of it, they had like a backup too, so he had to get out of his car and go shit behind a bush somewhere along the street.
Oh, so he just barely made it then.
Yeah.
Dang.
He didn't make it to the border.
He didn't get to shit in American soil.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but it's still funny.
One last terrible memory before leaving Mexico.
Exactly.
Shitting on the side of the road.
Let me leave it behind.
This is just an addition to the big list of bad decisions.
Poop comes at the weirdest times. It's like it knows when to get you.
No kidding, man. The fear. That's not what you want. Well, guys, let's move on with the show. You guys are more than welcome to chime on in. We're going to be doing some Geeking Out. We're going to be doing some joint report. We're going to play your guys' song, and we're going to finish it out with a few Foo Facts. You got some Foo Facts for us today, Foo?
Sure, man.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot. You got sports now. I've gotten so used to
there's some sports left.
All right, then. Come on. Let's get into it. Well, guys, the freaking San Diego ComicCon at home has been going down this weekend. And, Steph, I know that you've been checking out ComicCon at least for the last few years, or I've been trying to go. And this is the first year that you were able to get tickets, and then a pandemic hit.
That's right. It's been a lottery system the last couple of years. So you get into this digital waiting room, and then you just hope to get
it's like
a chance to buy a
lottery
ticket
at that point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And so, my best friend Christine fucking finally got us a ticket, and then the fucking pandemic hit, and we were supposed to be there this weekend. I was like, God damn it!
So
the universe doesn't want us to go.
But I heard everyone got free tickets now.
Everybody got free tickets this year because
on the
ComicCon was at home.
So were you home all weekend, Steph?
I was. And
Nice.
I was able to check out, I really wanted to see the Constantine 15-year reunion.
Yeah.
So most of the conversation was about the cinematography and how there was going to be a sequel to Constantine with Keanu Reeves, but they couldn't get the footing for it at the time. So hopefully we can revisit Constantine later on in the future.
Did he do Constantine before or after the first Matrix? Do you guys know?
I think it was after the
It was
Matrix.
after- yeah, it was after the Matrix.
Okay, so people already knew that he can do action scenes and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By then. Yeah.
But I mean, Constantine isn't a brawler or
No,
fighter.
I know, but there's some level of athleticism that was required to do.
And waving your
some of the
hands, too.
things.
Yeah, I mean, like the Keanu Reeves Constantine, there was action in it, but it mostly brought you into each character and then would kind of splice it up with different action points.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was such a good movie, even to this day. Like, people are still discovering it. Like, new viewers are still discovering it.
Yeah, because I think at the time, and I said this off air maybe during the week, you didn't know what the hell this movie was unless you knew who Constantine was.
Yeah.
If you're just randomly going to the movie theaters to buy this ticket, you're just like, I hope this movie's good, and you left saying, what the fuck did I just watch?
And still don't have the information to know that this guy at some point can interact with like Superman and Batman and all these other characters. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, you've seen Constantine like interact with several other DC characters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cap, the shit. You guys saw that clip, and they asked him like, "Hey, how are you so humble and so badass, and like to work with the crew and shit like that?" I seen a clip, like, and like Keanu Reeves was like super cool, and he said like the non like douchiest thing to say, but he was like, he's really humble. He's like really cool dude.
Yeah, he has a lot of those kind of personal interaction stories. Like, I think he was in New York and he gave up his seat to a lady on a train, and someone watched and they're like, holy shit.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
What's he do? First of all, what's he doing on the subway?
Yeah.
He's just a chill guy.
He's just some guy.
He's a real cool cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
What else is going on over the weekend, Steph?
So they wanted you to be a part of Comic-Con as much as possible. So there were these digital badges that you can actually print out, write your name on it, if you've been to past Comic Cons and had a lanyard, some people were taking pictures of their badges, and there was still cosplay contests going on. There was, you can look on their website. There's a nice homemade Green Lantern suit. This lady made the actual lantern out of a Mountain Dew 2-liter soda bottle.
Hell yeah!
How'd it look?
It looks pretty cool. And I mean, you can tell what it is. Let me just pan this over. Let me show
I
it to
see.
you.
Yeah.
See it? You see
Yeah, it looks pretty. Well,
yeah, it looks like a lantern.
Well, she kept the Mountain Dew label on it.
Yeah.
So it's it's the Green Lantern.
that's
The
the
Mountain
point.
Dew Green Lantern.
Yeah, it's for all the lanterns that just so happen to be gamers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's how they charge their
Oh
lantern.
dang, Foo!
I mean,
And then they get on Xbox and do nothing about crime.
I mean, there's a lot of good cosplay. This guy dressed up as John Hammond from Jurassic Park. This guy was like the person at the end of the line waiting a couple hours, and he's holding up a sign that says "End of the line," and he's kind of laying on the floor with his sleeping bag.
Because it took them forever to get in, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and all of this stuff is just at home, so they wanted you to interact as much as possible.
That's dope.
And I like how they opened it up completely to the public, because everybody was available that was supposed to be there, all the panelists and everything, so they just did it at home.
Yeah, and I guess they'll get their money through ads, with all the ads and shit that they're running.
Yeah, all the sponsorships too and everything. I heard Walking Dead had panels all weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they have enough materials to talk about for sure.
And did you guys hear about the news about The Walking Dead?
What about it?
They're gonna finally show the season finale in October.
Oh wow!
And the next season of Walking Dead will not resume next year.
Well, obviously they couldn't film it.
Yeah.
Long term, wasn't it? It was supposed to keep going until they couldn't, because it didn't have a definitive ending.
Yeah, so what they ended up doing actually, which is interesting, they decided to air the finale in October, and in 2021 we would get 4 or 5 more episodes of season 10.
Okay.
So I don't know why they call October the finale, but they're deciding to give us 4 or 5 more episodes,
right?
Because they're not planning to air The Walking Dead in 2021 for the next season.
For a while,
yeah.
Hey, did they ever say how they became zombies? I remember they talked to the director saying that there's it was an alien curse or something, not curse, but a virus or some shit.
Spore or something.
No, I don't think in the show at least. I think in the comics they might have, but I don't follow through the comics because they've gone on such different paths now. They just kind of the show uses a little bit of story and characters from the comics, but just out of order and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know that another thing that made people pretty excited as far as what they've shown the audience was that Zack Snyder revealed Henry Cavill in the Snyder Cut Superman black suit with the clip, which is adding more to what the Snyder Cut will end up, revealing, or at least having in the movie, which is the story that I think we all know and love, right? There's a Superman that at some point goes rogue, and then he starts, just being a nuisance, and then the Justice League has to check him. I know that they already did that, but I think they may elaborate in the Snyder Cut, which is pretty cool. This thing's supposed to be almost a 4-hour thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess they were supposed to include some of Joss Whedon's footage, and you hear what Zack Snyder said?
What?
He's just throw it in the trash.
Oh.
Ain't gonna need it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think they're also going to cut it up into many episodes on HBO Max, too.
I think they're talking about it because
it's long.
It's about 4 hours. So the big debate is, should they release it in 4, once a week for a month, or should they just release it as a long ass movie?
Or even a trilogy if they wanted to.
I think it's going to be better being released weekly.
Yeah.
Hour 20 episodes, that'd be crazy.
That'd be good.
That's what Doctor Who does.
Yeah?
Yeah, just hour and a half episodes.
Especially these days with the production value that it has.
Mm-hmm.
I know Doctor Who is probably one of the longest running sci-fi things ever, right?
Yeah.
From Britain.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Since the 60s, and then they've just been,
Updating
reincarnating him.
It's like Godzilla.
They can never die. That's right. By the way, speaking of Godzilla, it's funny you bring that up, Foo.
Uh-oh.
But we're once again teasing that we're going to be doing another type of podcast from under the Poobar Show banner, Podzilla, where we talk about Godzilla and everything Godzilla and all the appearances Godzilla and Godzilla.
All the movies for sure.
Fanfare for sure. So this thing's been going on since what, like the 40s. So
yeah,
there's enough material to talk shit about for sure.
Definitely.
Gojira.
Gojira. We even have to watch. We even need to watch the shitty current movies, according to Joe C over here.
Everyone.
Every single one, man.
Oh, God, dude.
We got to know what we're talking about.
Cameron Roach did not know what he was doing, man.
No, he did not.
Earthworm, 17% larger.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm lost too.
Dude, Godzilla was even in Mars Attacks.
That's right. He made an appearance. They're in the same universe, dude.
Wow.
Are they?
No, they were just watching a movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's alternate universe too.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Anything else that you guys... what's up?
They're gonna have was it Godzilla versus King Kong coming out pretty soon?
Coming up.
Right?
They're supposed to come out with it next year. Now it just can they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope it's good.
At this point, I think it's done. They just need to release it and find which markets it's they can release it to as far as actual public theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Foos, to cap off our geeking stuff here.
Yeah.
Get ready, Foos. The movie theaters are about to reopen.
Say what?
Yeah.
Where?
AMC, Cinemark, and a couple other popular brands across the country, or franchises across the country, are planning. Keyword here is planning.
Mm-hmm.
Planning on a August 12th release of Mulan.
Ooh, August 12th.
August 12th.
Yeah, that's like not far away.
That's like in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to earn their money with Mulan, because I know that they first were they were waiting for Tenet.
Tenet is going to come out sometime between August 20th and 27th.
I see.
So that's I guess movie theaters are saying, if you don't let us release movies anytime soon, we're all just going to go away and run out of business.
Jesus.
And I don't think the world is ready for streaming services to take on. Well, not the world really, but all the studios, they're not prepared to go straight digital to home yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a good pricing model. So this is kind of the last ditch effort. Do you guys think they'll actually open the movie theaters in a couple weeks?
No. Not in SoCal. Maybe in other parts of the country where they might have like their shit together a little bit better. But not here, I don't think.
I would like them to open it, but just there's a lot of shit going on. It's kind of too sketchy. And then, like, if someone fucking calls on my popcorn, I don't know what the fuck I would do. But I love the movies. Like, I go all the time with my girl, and we have a Cinemark by our pad, and that was like one of our pastimes. I love movies, and then for that to go away, like, I would hate to not just. It's fucking AMC. It's America, dude. How can you not have AMC anymore? You know what I mean? But what's you?
And they had that pass, I think, last year or the year before, where it's like $20 a month, and then you could see any movies, including new releases. Mm-hmm. If you go to the movies twice a month, it's worth it.
Yeah, it pays for itself for sure.
Yeah.
At a certain point, they're paying you for.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're really dropping the ball here with drive-in movie theaters. Because they're out there. There's a lot of them still functioning.
Yeah,
like, why don't they just release new movies there?
I don't think there's enough of them. I don't think it's mainstream like it used to be.
And I think the numbers of hosting drive-ins for the capacity versus an actual movie theater, it's way less money.
Also because a lot of drive-ins would only charge the vehicle, not the people in the vehicle.
So that's
and
why
even then, people fudge the numbers by hiding in the trunk and shit like that.
Dude,
don't act like you've never done it.
When I was a kid, man, I got in the back seat and I threw that blanket over.
I got 7 of my cousins in the back.
Yeah, dude.
And the fucking dog.
It's like, dude, just cover them with the candy. They'll think it's candy.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, there's just another form of revenue that they can be having. I mean, they're out there.
It's not enough.
It's better than nothing, no?
Yeah.
True, but I think it's not enough for the studios because they want to make fucking money. And they're the ones who are fucking giving these like $500 million budgets. You can't recoup that if like, I think they said like it's 80% less profitable. So at a certain point, it's like, all right, guys, this isn't the way to go long term. So something needs to happen.
Yeah.
But
we're
still,
just built for that kind of structure anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Too with the parking and the amount of lots here in California. There's not too many to kind of sustain that, I would think.
The entire entertainment industry is not built around pausing the economy. You know, they always expect just a general stream of of income coming through for them to survive. They would have never thought that something like this would happen. So yeah, they're feeling it for sure. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, if we didn't have the pandemic, what's one of the movies that you'd be most excited to see this year?
I would have definitely seen Mulan and Tenet. Those look dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman would have been out.
Wonder Woman was supposed to be out in a few months, and I think Black Widow should have been out already too.
Yeah, that's right.
It may.
They've canceled so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear too? James Cameron's like, due to the pandemic, I'm pushing out Avatar 2 another year, and we're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, whatever you say, bro.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, it's 12 years late.
Yeah. At a certain point, you just gotta look at the mirror. You gotta look at the man in the mirror and just say, I'm just dragging my feet on this thing.
I guess we'll find out in 2022, man.
And I know Avatar was not a bad movie. I'm not about to shit on it, but that's what it's gonna sound like. But were you guys like extremely wowed by it?
At the time, I mean, it was, for me, looking at it as like, we're able to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Visually, I was pretty impressed.
But the actual plot didn't grab me either. So it was cool. Like it's not like I'm not shitting on it, but it's like it's one of those stories where like I've seen it.
You don't think Sam Worthington's a good actor, Foo?
I didn't say that. Is that what I said?
You said it.
I didn't say that.
Just like Pocahontas.
Yeah, exactly.
And like
Dances of with Wolves was more or less like that as well.
But I love her.
Exactly. Yeah. The guy totally betrayed his entire species to get some tail.
Literal tail.
Yeah.
They have tails.
Well, yeah, man. Well, I think that's going to do it for the old Geeking Out, Foo?
Yep.
All right. So you want to talk about sports now?
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
All right. So Nuncio and Damon, do you guys follow sports?
I play these days. He's not really a sports guy. I play fantasy football, like I'm in the league, but as far as that's pretty much it.
When's your draft? Are you still having a?
Kind of planning actually. It's either gonna be in late August or early September, either a Saturday or Sunday. But like I look forward to that shit every year. So, but this year's gonna be kind of weird because with the coronavirus. Obviously.
Yeah, same thing. I'm in a big money league. It's $125 to get in the league. So the payday is almost $1,000 if you win the league.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. And we usually, on my league, what's different, I've played several leagues. We do our draft 1 week before official season start. So we can let the whole preseason injuries happen and all that. But I don't know what the hell's going to happen this year. There might not be a preseason. Actually, I'm sorry. The NFL confirmed last week, Foo, that there is no preseason this year.
Oh, shit.
That we're jumping straight to games.
Cold, huh?
Yeah. And next week, I believe the 29th, 28th, or 27th.
Yeah.
That's when training camp, quote unquote, is supposed to resume for the season, just as scheduled. So the NFL is getting very aggressive with their comeback.
Yeah,
I'd say most aggressive everyone because they haven't changed their season at all. Everything's on schedule.
Well, and they've had enough time to consider any kind of safety measures. Has that information been released?
It has, and you know what? The players are not happy.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because one specific player from the Kansas City Chiefs, his name's DuVernay Tardif. Mm-hmm. He's a lineman, or Laurent DuVernay Tardif. He's a lineman. He's supposed to get paid $10 million this season, and he does not want to participate in the year. And they told him your contract penalties mean you're only going to make $280,000 this year. So they were trying to be like, it's a big ass pay cut, dude. You want to do this? I'm sure they knew, but he actually went to school for medicine. So he said, of course I'm not going to do it. I'm not an idiot. So he opted out of the season.
Oh, wow.
And there might be other players trying to do that.
Right.
But he is the first to publicly say, I'm opting out of my contract. I'm not going to play in the NFL while there's coronavirus. So he is officially not on the Chiefs anymore.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now was he a part of last year's team?
Yeah, he was on the
So he's a
championship team.
championship team.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's kind of a big deal. He's the offensive lineman, and that's a big ass pay cut to go from $10 million to $275K.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal for them probably. I mean, I'd still take $275 any day.
Right.
But
so is he gonna practice medicine?
Yeah.
Since you mentioned that. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Good for him.
And he even said if things go well in that area, he might not play football again. He wants to because he loves football.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the whole Andrew Luck situation again. Do I look out for my health or do I try to go for a quick grab of money? Because people are saying this will hurt his chance to make more money. That's why he's just like, fuck it, I'm taking the $275. I have a medical degree. I could go work in the medical field.
Right.
Yeah.
So he may be the first of many to follow, Foo.
Interesting.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, this whole year is going to be a big asterisk. We've been saying that ever since, they announced that sports were going to give it a shot. The NBA has been interesting. Were you going to share the news that we heard about the Clipper?
Yeah. Well, the NBA, they're having their bubble scrimmages. Everything goes well. The Lakers look great. 3 Clippers were recently on an excused absence from the bubble, like planned.
Okay.
One of these is Lou Williams, a shooting guard, small forward on the Clippers. Well, he got an approved trip to Atlanta. So what did he do, Foo? He said, fuck it, I'm in Atlanta. And he went to the he was photographed by Jack Harlow at a Atlanta strip club. And then the guy who photographed him immediately took it off of his website and his Instagram saying, hey, I just wanted a picture with Lou Williams. I saw him. This was for memories. And then some guy on the internet's like, why is he wearing a mask? Does Lou Williams always wear a mask? This isn't an old picture, douchebag.
Yeah. This is pretty recent if he's wearing a mask.
So he denied it. And then part of the protocol of getting back into the NBA bubble is you have to interview with security and medical professionals. He just fessed up and said, fuck it. Yeah, I went to a strip club. He did say, however, there were no strippers there.
Well, what the fuck's the point?
Nah, he's fucking lying. Still,
okay. All right.
He attended a viewing at 6 p.m., then went to Magic City for dinner. He was with a close family friend, and then they went to the strip club.
With no strippers in it.
Suspiciously no strip.
Yeah.
They went for the food.
Yeah, I went to the zoo and all the animals were sleeping.
Yeah.
It was
I didn't
bullshit.
see any animals.
No, you know what? That literally happened to us one time.
I know. It was worse.
Oh, God.
See, I wouldn't have been as, cool with it. I would have been complaining to the interview on the way back into the bubble. Yeah, I went to the strip club. There was no strippers there. Like, I would have just been more furious in the explanation.
Right.
I think it would have been a lot more believable.
They were all on break.
Yeah. How do you think I felt getting to the strip club and it was just empty?
I know.
Like, why are they even open? Why are they open?
Why am I even here? Because they're not gonna believe you when you say, "Yeah, I'm here for the food." You fucking kidding me?
For happy hour?
Was the food good at least?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
Not many strip clubs serve food.
But when they do, it's good.
But
right?
a lot of them stay in business because they have a food license.
You guys know this how?
I've heard some stories.
I've seen Ron Swanson go for the buffet.
In Indiana?
That's right.
Well, who knows, man? It was one of the premier clubs in Atlanta, so just might be. So Lou Williams will have to be quarantined for 10 days per NBA policy.
And so what does the rest of the Clipper nation, or just at least the Clipper team, think about this?
Well, they're kind of pissed because he's now going to miss 2 games of the playoff games to play in. I think they're doing a certain amount of games to get in, and he's missing 2 of them. So, yeah, they could be hurt by his decision, but they have a good team. I'm sure they don't care. He was just so carefree about it, though. It's kind of like, damn, dude, just flexing your privilege, man.
No kidding. I wonder what kind of contract this cat has.
He's like on a $15 million contract.
Yeah, so
yeah, he don't care.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Nah,
that's a goddamn shame.
Yeah, Foo. Well, and you know what? Shout out to you, Foo.
What's that?
Last podcast, you know, we debuted the Dodgers season opener.
That's right.
And they went on to win, I think, 2 days in a row.
Yeah, by like a lot.
Yeah.
They spanked the Giants.
Yeah,
that was nice.
They manhandled them.
Yep.
And I think something we skipped upon last time was we signed Mookie Betts, dude.
That's right. We didn't even talk about it.
Nope. We were so caught up in the moment, dude.
But how long is he going to be on the Dodger team, man? Is this guy's going to be a generation Dodger?
Yeah, let's just say if you buy a Mookie Betts jersey, you will never have to buy a jersey for 12 years.
That's right.
They signed him to 12 years, $369 million, I think.
Jesus.
So just over $30 million, which is not bad because Bryce Harper was taking over $30 million in 10 years. Mm-hmm. And other guys were trying to get $40 million a year. So we actually kind of got a decent deal for him.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I'm happy with the signing.
Seems like a solid player, man.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he came through when we were tied 1-1 while we were here podcasting. He knocked in 4 guys.
Yeah.
And
that first game, they won 8-1?
Yeah.
Something like that?
9-1, I think.
9-1.
And then, he's been doing a lot in the city of LA. He's been at food drives. He's been helping the disaster relief, getting seniors their food.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's been giving back. So it's like, dude, he's making the city feel good about their decision right now. Mm-hmm. What we wanted to talk about also, Foo, was the Astros.
The Asterisks.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Stros, Foo.
The Stros, man. The cheaters.
Those fucks. Let's just call them fucks.
All right. The Houston Fucks.
The Houston Fucks. We play them on Tuesday, man. You going to be ready for this game?
I wish I was there so I can just, roast them from the stands.
Now, let me ask our guest, what's the over-under from our guest? How many Astro players will be hit in the whole 3-game series?
Fucking all of them.
Every single pitch?
Even the fucking water boy.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
No mercy.
Yeah. I
mean, Grammy shit to fucking cheat on a professional level.
Yeah.
Whatever.
If I would be okay with losing a game if it meant that we got everybody on base because we hit them at least once.
It's like take these 4 runs.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And then and then we just come back and win anyway.
That'd be badass.
Yeah.
So we start the series against them on Tuesday. I think when they did their first game last Thursday, Bregman and Short Fuck, they got beaned right away. Altuve.
Yeah.
They got beaned right away. And then a bunch of MLB players jumped on Twitter and Instagram saying the first of many to come.
Oh.
Yeah, letting them know we're coming for your bitch asses.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. Ooh. It sucks, and this is the commissioner's fault for not doing anything about it. At least he didn't acknowledge it for the longest time.
He wanted a mull on it for 3 weeks, dude. What do you got to do?
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. No, it was not handled properly, and I guess this is the one way that we have to show our unappreciation.
True. Yeah, man, stupid.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll see about all those. I think we established the over under is 9, hitting everyone in one game.
Yeah, or the same person at twice.
True.
That might work.
That counts, man. Any HBP is a count.
I mean, if you want to work the body first and then get them in the face or the hand, people need hands.
Oh, the Dodgers can do? They just deck them when they're trying to break up a double play.
Oh, okay.
Just run into them with
just
the shoulder down.
Them?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's just okay. All right. I'm down for that.
Any options work for me, man.
Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fault.
My bad.
Sorry, so short, Altuve.
Sorry.
No, at a certain point, I'm not surprised, and it may not happen with the Dodgers. It can happen maybe even when they play a scrimmage against the Yankees. Will they get an opportunity to play the Yankees?
No.
Damn.
No.
Because that could be a bench. They can clear the benches on something like that.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I will say, though, Foo, let's not try to dance over the fact that we could be playing the Yankees in the World Series, as we are both the favorites.
Oh shit!
For the season, for the remainder of the season, to make the World Series.
Wouldn't it be a bitch though? If the first World Series that we've won since 1988 is a big asterisk because of a stupid pandemic. It's just a short season. I can't take any sports seriously. I can appreciate them being on, and the players doing their thing, for the sake of the game. But it's not a regular season.
True.
So
you Yeah, this cardboard cutout shit's not cutting it.
I was about to bring that up, man. Did you guys know you could be in Dodger Stadium for a low price of $150 per cardboard?
Holy shit! That's how much it costs.
Yeah, and if you want premium seats, it's $300 a cardboard.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I want to.
Two cholos got in. Two cholo cutouts.
Cholo cut.
Yeah, man. You can, as long as you're not displaying offensive, like, you know, demeanor.
Yeah.
And you're taking the required picture, which is pretty much a selfie.
Pretty much a smiling.
They're gonna
selfie.
let anyone get in if you're paying, dude.
Right.
I mean, that's how they're getting ticket sales. Which, by the way, Steph, you might appreciate this. The New York Mets, in their outfield, they had 3 cutouts of 3 friends all sitting together. 3 dogs.
3 dogs.
Three cardboard cutouts of dogs.
Of some dogs.
Nice.
Yeah. Someone was like, yeah, I'm going to put my dogs in this fucking...
That's cool because the Dodgers, they don't allow pets in their pictures and you have to be fully clothed, at least.
Well, these dogs are wearing jerseys.
Yeah, they're wearing the Mets bibs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, there's an exception.
So they're not naked.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, they're not. They're not. But yeah, dude, and also in the previous podcast, I had said, wouldn't it be funny if one of the cardboard cutouts got in the way of like a outfielder catching a home run or a foul ball?
And then, dude, sure enough, 3 days later.
Yeah, it didn't happen exactly like that, but we see a cardboard cutout get decapitated by like a home run or something.
By Will Smith.
Yeah, that's right.
And the guy told Will Smith, like, bro, are you going to at least let me get the game ball? And Will Smith said, yeah, DM me. I'll hook you up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
All right.
One thing, Foo, this is a shortened season, as you said. But one good point to make about this season is that trades are still fair game.
Okay.
Despite it being a small season.
Right.
And the Dodgers have been brought up to potentially upgrade for a Kenley Jansen replacement.
Oh, which, I mean, this is the time to do it.
We should.
I love Jansen, but he's not. He's been underperforming in the last few seasons.
Yeah. I mean, and he is, I think he's hurt now. Damn it.
Yeah.
But this could be a comeback for him. But people are saying if he shows a strong comeback, Dodgers should just be like, do the right thing, just get him out of there, get or keep him, and just upgrade your bullpen.
Yeah.
Get another guy. We almost traded Jock Peterson, so they're saying we should try to move someone else like that, maybe some minor leaguers. They really do want to win the series this year. I think all MLB players do. So that's one thing that we might most likely see from the Dodgers is dealing one of our guys for a pitcher.
Yeah.
So that's going to possibly be on the horizon. People think it's kind of weird. It's a short-ass season. You're going to trade people. But fuck it, the rules are still...
Yeah, they still apply.
They still apply. You can make a trade, so it's all good.
Well, this is the time of the year where in baseball, the All-Star game has already happened. At this point, half the season has already happened, so you kind of have an idea of what people's stats are for the season. So, I mean, you can make some really smart trades at this point. But since it's just... We haven't seen the middle of the season yet, so why not still leave that open?
Yeah.
As an opportunity to...
Yeah, man. And hey, man, if someone's going to deal with us and we're going to get better pitching...
Why not?
Fucking do it, man.
This is the season to do it.
Yep.
And then just hope for a better 2021 season.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, shit. All right. Look at us talking about sports.
There goes, Foo.
Finally, dude.
All right. Cool, man. Thanks. All right, well, I see that Wolves Inside has been chiefing it up, or maybe have been thinking about chiefing it up, so we're going to get right into the joint report.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you 2 under the table.
Well, Foos, we started watching this show on Netflix. What was it called, man?
Oh, damn it.
Oh, God damn it.
Classic.
It was about cannabis and the cannabis industry.
It was about just drugs in general.
Yeah.
And they have several episodes. We just happened to stumble upon the episode about cannabis.
Okay, yeah.
And they were bringing up a lot of good points, Foo, that we don't really give credit for. Especially one being that 80% of the fucking cannabis market in California is still black market.
It's still a black market out there. And that's because it's not a nationwide legalization. You still have other states where it's illegal, but there's still quite a bit of a demand for cannabis out there. Therefore, there's going to be a lot of exporting going on from California, and that's what's keeping that black market alive. And also, your guys that are still buying from their buddy around the corner and that kind of shit. That's still happening, but not as much as it used to be. I mean, it's been a few years ever since I've had to encounter a guy in like a crazy dirty alley, and you think you're going to die, and you bring your blade, and you're not sure what you're going to do with it, and you forgot that you didn't sharpen it because you've been cutting oranges for like the last 5 years with it.
Shut the fuck up.
What's happening?
I mean, this is getting a little autobiographical, but you guys see where I'm going with this, right?
It's going down one path for sure.
It's been a few years since I've had to deal with that kind of thing. I've been going to that one in La Puente, House of 100 Harmonies. They always treat everybody great. As long as you follow the rules, they're not going to hassle you. And they have good product there.
Did you know this, Foo? A dispensary opened next door to them.
Get the fuck, like right next door in that
next door
in that same parking lot, or
not in that? Oh, that parking lot is shit. First of all,
yeah,
that little one.
Yeah.
But you know how there's like that palm reader.
Oh yeah.
And then there's an elevated parking lot.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, literally, I know, right next to Weed Shop. Let me tell you, future indica.
You're gonna get really high.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute.
Happy next 4 to 5
Right? Like, wait a minute. I paid for that.
Your mouth will dry.
One is opening up right next, or one has opened up right next door, Phil.
Have you gone in?
I have not, because like you said, House of 100's always been good to me. I've always been chill with a couple minor inconveniences.
Yeah, but it hasn't like killed the whole vibe for you. Like, you still go.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
They're still pretty reliable. They're competitive pricing. I mean, Foo, is it time just to go try one, Foo? Should we be adventurous?
I don't see why not. Also, considering, it has been in cannabis culture, it's usually the norm to get something for free on your first time.
Mm-hmm.
That, and it's always nice to see what the different dispensaries give away for your first time. Often they would give you like something shitty, like a grinder that you'll never use, or a lighter, or like a joint with really, really old weed in it. Mm-hmm. But the ones that really want to keep their customers, they'll give you something of better quality. Mm-hmm. Some just go straight down the line and give you moon rocks, and you're just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Just cough the rest of the night?
Yeah, get really high, but then just get a headache.
Well, Foo,
Here's a bag of bath salts.
yeah, for real though.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Sometimes when they give you the freebies, I'm kind of like, how about you just throw me a little bit extra of what I bought?
Yeah,
that's better than that shit that's been sitting in that jar for 2 weeks.
Right.
But anyways,
I have condoms older than that thing.
The show we watched was called The Business of Drugs. It's a series on a Netflix original, and we watched episode 5, Cannabis.
Yeah, it was good, but for the most part, the person who was guiding you through like the whole explanation was an ex-CIA.
Yeah,
operative,
an ex-CIA operative who said that because she got stationed in Denver, Colorado, she would have to go do a polygraph weekly because they wanted to know if she was smoking bud.
Wow.
And she thought at first it was normal, but once legalization hit, she was like, holy shit, people are just walking down the street with bags full of weed.
Yeah.
Like,
what? And everybody's cool. Like,
and everyone's cool with it, but like my job is fucking ready for that polygraph this Friday at 2 p.m. See you there.
Yeah.
So she said it was like really eye-opening for her. And she actually kind of hosted the show and was taking the viewers onto like a grow farm, talking to professionals in the industry, talking to lawyers. And it really just highlights still how unstable it is going legit with the weed business,
because there's so many
sucks.
rules. There's the state rules. You still got to deal with the federal Schedule 1 bullshit. You got city rules, and sometimes county, and then sometimes they don't all align. So you're gonna have to like just play it safe, and even then, if you play it too close to the vest, you might not make any money as a business. So you got to know how to walk that line on a day-to-day. So only 20% of the entire industry is legit.
Yeah, and I think Humboldt County, when they had, that's where primarily California weed's grown and weed in the country comes from.
Yeah.
I think in Humboldt County, if you wanted to start or go legit, you needed to do inspections, which costed up towards $30,000, plus like an additional $60,000 to $70,000 for your license.
Like, how do you stay in business?
And then someone was like, "Hey, we're not fucking rich here. We don't have $300,000 in our bank that we could do it." They're like, "That's all of our savings.
Yeah.
If we fail, we're done."
Yeah.
So it's really hard to do it, and not to mention, dude, the people that are still fucking locked up for weed crimes.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the show kind of taps on all of that, man. It was a cool show.
Yeah, was it like an hour long?
It was like just under an hour.
Yeah.
They had the harder opioid drugs as well, but we were just interested in the weed.
Yeah.
And green gold too.
That's for the next episode.
Next episode, cocaine.
We'll try each one out to see how our bodies react.
Who has the purest?
And then we will require the listeners to listen to it in like double time.
Yeah.
So it's just extra fast. Or I'll speed it up like chipmunks.
Cool show. It sounds like a cool show. I gotta check it out.
You should, man. It's on Netflix, so if you have Netflix, you have it. So yeah, it was pretty cool. The food just threw it on as we were preparing for the podcast. And I was like, hey, why don't we just talk about this? It was very, very interesting. Before we end this segment, I also wanted to bring up that there are different ways to keep your cool during the summer while consuming cannabis. Foo. I know that a lot of people like to smoke. That is still very much a norm in the cannabis community. But with the advent of new technology and new findings in cannabis, and this is something that we've experienced already when we went to Denver a couple of years ago, Foo, is the mixers. Those mixers, they come in like those, what do you call them? They're like powder. They come in like those long stevia packets.
Yeah, like the additives.
Yeah.
Like the THC additive, you sprinkle it on your food, you sprinkle it in your sports drink, you sprinkle it on your tongue, whatever.
Dude, when we were there, we got Popeyes. I put it on my chicken.
This guy sprinkled THC powder all over his spicy recipe Popeyes.
Yeah, that's right. Louisiana's best. No, yeah, and that's becoming a huge thing in the cannabis community. It's not only limited to Denver now; it's actually getting into different other markets, and people are recommending it, at least during the summertime, to put it in your Moscow Mules, to put it in your mojitos, put it in just your ice water, and then you can still experience a really chill high off of that. And I know the norm on those was 10 milligrams, which is enough to get you a nice cool buzz.
Yeah, man, it doesn't take much.
Mm-hmm. And there's others. I mean, you have your gummies. I mean, and this is just to prevent you from having to smoke. And it's already a hot day and you're smoking. It's like eating soup on a hot day. It's not what you want to do.
Nah, but
But your mom still makes soup.
Yeah, your mom still makes fucking.
It's like, come on. You're like, I don't know. Caldo, really? It's 100 degrees out there.
Right? It's fucking like 110. I'm making pozole.
Like dick. And you have to help her, right? You can't just stand by.
Like who in this house is cold?
No. She's wearing her cardigan. Her cobija. No, yeah, for sure. So other than that, like I said, there's gummies. There's nug. They call these nug pops. It's like the ones that you freeze and you put in the freezer, and then you have those. So those are a thing now. More of like there's also like these pouches, kind of like a Capri Sun type of pouch where you pretty much just drink a juice out of there that's already infused with. Can you imagine? You accidentally take some to like soccer practice with the kids, and at the end of the game they're all consuming this rather than the Capri Sun that you accidentally left.
Dude, like what's wrong with these kids, dude? They just keep running into each other.
Hey, got a bunch of fucking oranges and put powder on that shit.
Dang.
Yeah, no kidding.
If I could reference that one American Dad episode where the alien falls into the pool with the kids and he's like, "Oh, I think my ecstasy was in there," and then
shit.
It's like a Workaholics episode when they have ecstasy and they put it in the punch with all the moms and they're dancing and shit.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah, dude.
They would totally do that. These fucking guys. But aside from that, you also have your cold brews. Those are becoming a big thing. There's with the Lagunitas, that the brewing company, they make that beer that has the weed in it.
Yeah,
as well.
it's that has THC and CBD.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the edible side of the cannabis industry is definitely on an upswing, specifically because people just don't. Another thing that's a deterrent with just smoking all the time is that you smell. And smokers don't want to be known as the dirty stoner anymore. They it's become a more sophisticated way of recreationally doing weed. But anyway, that's all I got. You guys got anything else?
Nah, watch Netflix, Phil.
All right, watch Netflix. Cool.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, at last we've gotten to the music highlights, fellas. So you just want to get into it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, you guys brought in a song called Hereditary. We already touched on it at the beginning of the episode, but is there anything that we should know about the song? Like, why all of a sudden is it called Hereditary?
I think it stems from like a lot of like innate, like just thinking about how there's patterns and I mean, when we wrote it, I was in a bad place and I was thinking, like how is problems become generational, like habits and things that get passed on, from generation to generation. That's why a lot of the lyrics are mentioning, I am my father's son.
Right.
So I think that that's the message we're trying to put out there with this song, is that, the message is that you can deter from.
Yeah, it's just like that saying, like, or when someone tells you you're just like your dad or you're just like your mom, and you try not to be that person, but I guess it's in your fucking blood. And like if you end up that route, whether being whatever the case may be, bad or good, but so we try to come up with different titles, and like I said, that movie's pretty cool, whatever. but it's based on so just it's like it's in your bloodline,
Yeah,
so,
I mean it would be weird if you didn't turn out a little like your parents. I mean, they did, after all, raise you. So it's not like you can help it, but sometimes it's not for the best, or sometimes it is. But yeah, let's listen to Hereditary.
Searching for something, no
father, son? Is it you or am I made for this? I follow your sorrow. Is it you or am I made for this? And I'm the only one. I am my father's son. Is it you or am I made for this? I follow your sorrow. Is it you or am I made for this?
Good stuff, guys.
Thank you.
You guys are like actually the first people to ever listen to it besides my wife and his girl. So
Oh,
Yeah?
snap. A Foobar exclusive.
A Foobar
new-
exclusive.
Our exclusive, exactly.
Nice, man. Hey,
Coming out 31st.
yeah,
how many songs do you guys have out right now?
It's just the one.
it's
Just the
that
one?
right
Okay.
Yeah, but we have a lot on our catalog. We're trying to be more catch a certain we want to be open to different audiences and like we're being cautious of where we're gonna go and how we're gonna sound. So
I
Yeah.
think it was.
this is a great opener track. You know, Nirvana feel. You know what I mean? Some old school. You know, just it's thumping, it's driving. It's good.
Nice. I wanted more. That's why I asked.
Okay, sure, thank you.
We're we're working on a lot of song
Yeah.
music, and we're pushing ourselves to put get on a structured path, and as musicians, I think it's difficult for some musicians and more easier for others, and with work and balance,
Yeah.
we've been kind of coming together with pandemic happening. I think we're able to we've been really turning things a lot and developing our sound, developing how our work, our relationship is with with music and everything like that. So it's been coming together, and I think we are going to be able to push out more music, and this is exciting to be the first one come out.
Yeah,
we're both pretty proud of it. I
Yeah,
would say.
we're really stoked. With music, it's hard. It's with just 2 people or 4 people in the band, 5 people to come up with ideas and all agree on. Okay, I made up this song, or oh, I don't like that, or I'm pretty sure you agree too, Joe. Coming up with songs and using what songs you have your own material and bringing it together. It's kind of hard for people to work together nowadays. Everyone's opinionated.
Yeah.
And,
have you guys ever tried to order a pizza and agree on toppings? You can't even fucking do that sometimes. It's a pain in the fucking ass. I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes you're all hungry and you want to get the fucking pizza, right? So you got to go through the
And
steps.
that one guy is saying, just put fucking pineapple, and then
no, no, it's not gonna happen.
You Joe, no pineapple.
No.
So we're just glad that we have some years on us, and that in a good way that we're able to collaborate, and it's more of a flow. It's fluid, and it's more artistic, and we're watching a lot of movies and just experiencing it's just a flow, and it's natural as an artist, or just coming natural, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's and it's funny because when you write a song by yourself, you present it to the rest of the guys. I'm sure it by the time it comes out the other end, there's been a few tweaks. Somebody's opinions might change somehow, like a certain chorus goes. So it at a certain point it doesn't belong to the one person anymore. It's a collaborative effort.
So right now we're just really focused with just us two, and then when the other guys, we decided when are we going to practice and what we're going to do. Our drummer has a child, and so with this whole COVID thing, it's just we
just
respect
trying to be
each
extra
other.
cautious. Yeah, makes sense.
We're not really trying to fuck around right now, so we're just gonna make the music, and then once this shit's over, hopefully, I look forward for the day we can come over and do this live and just laugh about all this shit,
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm looking forward to those days again too. But in the meantime, I'm glad we have something like Zoom to be able to throw you guys on a podcast episode for sure.
Right.
And thanks for doing it, man. And I see that you guys are all nestled into the backyard right there. You guys you're probably experiencing some cool fresh air.
It's pretty chill. I mean, you guys got to come over once this is over. It's pretty chill. I just redid my backyard in September or October. I'm yeah, this summer's gonna be bitching.
That's what we all thought.
Yeah, fuck your couch.
Dude, at the beginning, 2020 was the year that a lot of people were gonna change their ways. Maybe go to the gym more. Yeah, it was, and then it started off on the wrong foot. We were gonna get into World War III. Kobe dies.
Oh fuck,
And
man.
then, it just Australia was on fire.
I know.
Good times.
Not really.
No, actually no. Bad times. But one thing that I wanted to bring up, since we're still in the music highlights, is that round one is done for the Ontario Battle of the Bands. Did you guys check them out? Did you guys watch the first episode?
Oh, yeah, we did.
I watched the YouTube video. That's like, what, 25 minutes?
Yeah, it was like a half-hour-ish episode like you would find on TV.
It was... I was expecting the city just to be like, all right, let's smartphone this shit. But like, hey, man, they were...
Many people were, man.
They were pretty impressive.
Good quality.
It's pretty legit. I'm pretty proud of you guys. That's really cool. You guys are doing big things. So
Thanks.
keep it up.
Yeah, no, they made us look real nice. And all the other bands looked real cool, too. Even the ones that were sitting in their folding chairs. Those cats were even rocking out. I enjoyed their song. In Porcelain Hill, they always rip it up with some good music, some good blues rock. But the Fallen Electric, that's where the
sweet spot is.
That's a sweet spot right there.
That's what's up.
That's your bread and butter right there, man. So yeah, if you liked our first song, Move to the Sound, that song is not released yet, but I played it on the previous episode. So if you guys want to hear what the studio version of the song that we played live was, go check out the previous episode of the Poobar Show, and you'll hear it. I think within the first 10 minutes. I put it up.
No, you guys are.
No. The Poobar Show.
Okay,
yeah.
my bad. And the YouTube video, you were the last band to go.
We were the last band.
Yeah. So if you want to
best for last.
if you just want to skip to the best band, skip to the end of the video.
So I'm gonna keep my promise for round 2 that's coming up this Wednesday. The voting starts at 7 p.m. on the Ontario ca.gov/battle bands. Instead of doing all that, just go to thefallenelectric.com. I'll put the link at the very top. I'll make it nice and easy for you. The video will be right there. And you can just vote for the Fallen
shortcut,
Electric.
dude.
It's a shortcut. And even if you don't vote for the Fallen Electric, go to thefallenelectric.com to cast your vote there anyway. At least just come through and say hi.
Yeah, check out the website.
Yeah, check out the website. We got some music up there. We got our music video up there. At the very least, if you're not gonna vote for us, go check out our music video. Give us a like, because we're up against some good talent. So and I'm happy to do it, man. It was a cool experience, just getting there and seeing the entire production crew and all these boom stands. They had drones filming us, man.
Crazy, dude.
It was insane. Like, it was this drone that was like 200 feet up in the air, just shooting like the whole city, including us on the stage. It was bananas. But anyway,
was this the first year they had it?
I'm not. At least this version of the Battle of the Bands, yes, it's the first because it's the virtual way. that they wanted to do
this
it.
is the first virtual year, but I think they've been having for several years
a concert series.
Yeah, that's what the mayor said, that they've been having. This has been ongoing for a bit.
Yeah, it's been a concert series, but it hasn't been like a battle of the bands where they pin all the bands together. But apparently, there's the winner gets a cash prize. They get to be on the concert series for next year. And then some other cool things that
slap
that
on the butt, dude.
Yeah, nice. A good old attaboy.
A good game.
Yeah, good game. But everybody go check us out this Wednesday, as well as all the other bands in the running for the winner of the Ontario Battle of the Bands this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. It's free. Go to YouTube, check it out. Go to thefallenelectric.com to actually get to that YouTube, and you can also find the link to vote for the Fallen Electric at thefallenelectric.com. So just like we've been doing for the last few... Thanks, dude.
Yeah, good luck, man.
I know. I'm pretty excited. I hope we got enough votes for to keep us alive until the end, because we got 4 more weeks to go, man. It's going to be a 5-week ordeal.
Oh, dope. I thought they were going to eliminate week to week, but that's even better.
Yeah, everybody gets to play their song every week. It's not like they're going to eliminate... what are we going to do?
They spent all that production time and money, recording everything.
Might as well show everybody.
Just roll it all out. Yeah, you're right.
More than one song, a band's more than one song.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's a good point.
Yeah. So there's 5 bands, there's 5 songs in 5 weeks. It's going to be a cool ride, man, for the next 4 weeks. So everybody go check that out. But just like we've been capping off every show, Foo, after the music highlights, we like to end the podcast episode with some Foo Facts.
Foo Facts, you say?
Some fun Foo Facts. You got any for us today?
You know what, man? Let's just go crazy today, since we got, the wolves inside, visiting today on the Zoom.
Wolves inside, outside on their porch.
I'm going to wolves in the backyard.
Lobos afuera.
Well, I'll treat you guys to some random interesting facts that I find on the internet just to let you know what the segment's about. And FYI, I don't back up any of it, so don't ask. Here we go. Cat kidneys are so efficient that they can drink salt water to rehydrate themselves.
Whoa.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Is that why their piss stinks so much?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's why
Nasty.
that's probably a big factor, and that's probably why they piss everywhere. They're pissed off for being fed or given saltwater food.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I don't know who would have salt water instead of regular water, but there you go.
Some monster.
Some monster.
Hey, did you guys ever see the episode of South Park when Kenny's like?
When they're cheesing?
Yeah, they're cheesing.
Oh, dude. And him and Kyle's dad are fighting in their underwear in the sandbox.
By the way, speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up, Damien. Speaking of, whenever he takes the piss to the face, right, and he goes into that animated world with that the different animation, that is actually a movie that was made back in the 80s called Heavy Metal. So if you're able to find that movie, watch it because they're pretty much spoofing that movie.
With all the boobs,
the boobs and on the dragon, and then it's crazy.
Titopia or whatever.
Whatever. I don't know. It's a lot of boobs in that movie,
dude. They're so.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, man. If you guys find it, check it out.
Artwork, obviously.
And it has that song. It has that song by Sammy Hagar, Heavy Metal. It's great. I found it on the service that I pay for. That pretty much has everything that's ever been released. And I'm one day, Foo, you got to come over and we'll watch it, so we know what South Park was. All
right, we'll know what they got their influence from, I guess.
I guess maybe they just got really high one day. They're like, yeah, let's throw that in.
Let's do it. All right, here's the next Foo fact. A hacker who, while serving 5 years in prison for hacking, signed up for a prison IT class and successfully hacked into the prison's mainframe.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Boys, their face red.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Bunch of fucking morons, dude. Here's one that'll make you cringe the next time you go to make a nice ham and cheese sandwich, Foo.
Okay.
That's
all I have left.
Right?
My midnight snack, fucker.
Just grill it and you're fine.
All
right. Plastic wrapped American cheese slices aren't actual slices at all. They are actually put on plastic as a warm blob that flattens into the cheese slice as it cools.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
It's funny you bring all that into perspective because I've bought those like generic singles, those American singles, and
it's not cheese, dude.
And it's not cheese. I mean, it's set in between the folds of the plastic, and then when you try to open the plastic, you just end up making a mess. Yeah. All right.
You know what I say, man? If it's not craft, it's whack.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
That was a little bonus right there. A little cherry on top.
Double entendre.
Look at you.
Yeah.
The double entendre.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, here's an interesting one according to Fuse.
We'll see about that.
In 2015, more people were killed from injuries caused by taking a selfie than by shark attacks.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Crazy. Well, but yeah, I mean, you hear about these stories of like this guy wanting to take a selfie right at the edge of a canyon or some bullshit like that, and they end up falling over and dying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just Darwin taking out the trash, right?
Pretty much.
All right.
Dang. Well, here is a Foo fact for our international fans, Foo.
Okay.
In Japan.
For all you international peeps.
Yeah, not even just in Asia, everywhere.
Everywhere.
In Japan, death by overwork is so common, they have a word for it. Karoshi. Some examples of karoshi are the following. working 110 hours a week,
Jesus Christ.
working 3,000 hours a year with no days off for 15 years,
Damn.
working 4,320 hours a year, and working 34-hour shifts 5 times a month.
Jesus.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Japanese are hardcore, man.
Talk about clocking in, dude.
Dude,
Fucking
and never
A.
clocking out. That's crazy.
Fuck that, dude. Never be a karoshi, okay, guys?
You got it, pal.
I'll stick to my ham and cheese.
Yeah, grill it.
That shit.
Well, Foo, let's bring in this next interesting one by a group you might be interested in joining.
All right.
There's a movement called the Voluntary Human Extinction Movement,
Oh, jeez.
whose goal is to phase out the human race by voluntarily ceasing to breed that will allow the Earth's biosphere to return to good health once again.
Oh, all right.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Yeah, I mean, have you been on the freeway? The last thing we need is more people. Just saying.
True.
Oh, for real. I've been seeing a
Or
lot.
they could just expand the goddamn freeway, dude. It's been 60, 70 years.
Hey, why not both?
Oh.
We started doing that by the 15.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
gotta stop
man.
getting COVID.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I hate when they do. They've been doing construction on the 10 freeway and the 605 for like 20 years.
Since the 50s.
Just end
What are you
it,
talking
dude.
about?
Just end it.
There's always something happening, and you never see them work.
That freeway's been changed 3 times since I started driving.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Steph here,
Outrageous for SoCal.
dude. No kidding, man.
Like we're supposed to have flying cars by now.
I know. Well, you could thank the terrorists for slowing that down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
friggin' Josie and the terrorists.
What the fuck?
I mean, the fallen. I mean,
What?
just kidding.
No, man. I meant they were going to fly them into buildings.
Yeah, I know.
You douche.
Well, Steph, here's a nice one for you.
Oh, thank you.
The hormones and birth control pills are from Mexican yams.
Yams?
Mexican.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Yams were good for something.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Next time you forget to pull out or slap on a Jimmy, grab that yam from the kitchen and get to work.
That's the yam right there on the nice stand.
You said it, man. You
You
said
just
it.
start peeling it right then and there.
Peel it, make some
Put this on.
make some mashed potatoes. Just I'm saying too much.
Oh, jeez.
This is conjecture, not experience, guys.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like it.
All right, you know what? The Foo Facts are done.
All right. Well, Foo. Well, hey, man. Wolves Inside, Nuncio, Damien, thanks for being on the show, man. Nuncio, this is like your 5th time or 6th time on the show?
Yeah, this is my 5th time.
5th time.
I'm always glad to be here.
Dude, we need to get you
We need to
a
get you a plaque.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Get him a stamp card.
We'll get you a stamp card, Nuncio. And then on your 10th one, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's time.
A Poobar leather jacket.
Get
There
him
you
a
go.
yam.
A letter.
Get him a yam.
In case you never know.
We'll pre-peel it for you.
All right, Foo, start stocking yams in your kitchen.
Yeah, we will. We will.
Everybody that comes in your house, here's the yam. Find out later.
Dang, that's a great complimentary gift, Foo.
On
Yeah.
that one night, you'll know.
Well, hey guys, tell everybody where they can find you primarily.
We're on Instagram. We are Wolves Inside. Facebook the same. You can always catch me at Nuncio's Vision.
You can catch me at Instagram, Damien Vision. It's kind of a little thing that we're going the Vision thing. I don't know. We're sticking to it, but we'll give you the other links on our page. We are Wolves Inside, and then you can catch all our Spotify. We're gonna release
the Hereditary dropping this Friday.
This Friday, July 31st. So look forward for that, and then we're gonna drop up some more YouTube videos and stuff like that. So
Sweet.
Sick, man. So yeah, everybody go check out Wolves Inside at We Are Wolves Inside on their social media. And then just stay tuned for everything else that they've got coming out. And primarily on July 31st, this coming Friday, Hereditary.
Pre-August, Foo, like you say.
Pre-August. Yeah, August Junior, Foo. This Friday, Hereditary by Wolves Inside. Find it on your music app. And also log into thefallenelectric.com. this Wednesday and vote for the Fallen Electric and watch us do round 2 of the Ontario Battle of the Bands. But you guys, thanks for being on the show.
Guys. We're gonna vote for you guys.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, use all your devices more than once. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I gotta. You got you, man.
Thanks for.
Alexa,
You're like, Mom, let me borrow your phone.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Just real quick. Just put it through. But yeah, dude. We'll do this again, man. And next time you have a new song coming out, feel free and just and foo it up with us, and just we can release it on the show again.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you.
Thank y'all very much for listening into the Poobar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a fucking champion. You can always reach us at Poobar Show. That's FOOBarshow.com. And FOOBar Show is our handle on Facebook, Venmo, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll fill it up for like a couple of Foos. I've been Josie
With the Foos.
And Steph.
and for Wolves Inside, Lucio and Damien signing off saying, don't be a dick!